Hey guys, today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some beautiful fall crafts that you can create with your kiddos to decorate your home for Thanksgiving. So the first fall craft that I'm going to share with you guys is how you can create a beautiful fall pumpkin bouquet. And the first thing you'll need is these styrofoam carvable pumpkins that they sell at Dollar Tree. I have seen some on Amazon, but you get your best bang for your buck at Dollar Tree from what I saw. And these are so easy to use with the kids because they're foam. They can just easily stick the flowers in them, so there's no cutting involved, nothing. So this would be perfect for the kids to do. You can paint them ahead of time or have the kids paint them, but because I was doing a craft class that I only have an hour for, I decided to keep them orange. Now there's a couple things that we're going to use to decorate this to make it look a little bit more beautiful. Dollar Tree has these beautiful gemstone diamonds stickers that you can get in gold, silver, and they even have some of these beautiful like dots, also like I guess they call them like gem dots, that they're stickers that come in like light blue and pink and other colors, so you can get those as well. You can use all the different ones that you need for it. And then what I'm going to use is different flowers. You're just going to pick different fall flowers that you want. These I got on Amazon, but you can get the ones at Dollar Tree. I just got more bang for my buck at Amazon. Again, I was doing a craft class, so I wanted to buy more in bulk, but again, you can get it at Dollar Tree. Then you're going to take your fall flowers and you are going to separate them stem by stem because you're going to use them to poke into the styrofoam pumpkin, each one by one. Now before you do this, you're going to take off the stem that comes on this pumpkin. It's really easy to pull out. They just have that piece attached by a toothpick, which is easily pulls out. Just be careful when you're doing it with the kids that they know that the toothpick is coming out and it's pointy, so you might want to watch out for that. Then you let the kids know that there is a circle on the top of the pumpkin and you want to keep your flowers within that circle because you want to decorate the outside of the pumpkin and you want the flowers to be within the circle. It's kind of like a base for them to be. If it was like a vase, that circle gives you kind of like a guideline. If the kids happen to stick one of the flowers in the side and they have to readjust it, just let them know that they can use the gemstone or diamond stones to cover it up later, but really try to emphasize that they use the middle. I actually poked on one side out of this circle and I decided I was just going to use one of the gemstones to cover it up. Another thing that they have at Dollar Tree that you can use is they have these letter gemstones where the kids can monogram their own pumpkin and they can add the letters of their name or they can add their whole name, however you want to do it. I had my kiddos do just the first letter of their name, and then you take the little gemstone dots or the gemstone diamonds and you can either cut them one by one like I did and put dots all around the pumpkin, or some of the kids when I did the craft class they used like a whole line of it and kind of did lines down the pumpkin. Some of them kind of did swirls. You can basically do anything that they want to do. I just wanted to add dots, but give it to the kiddos and give them ideas on what to do, how they want to decorate it. If they want to just have like a line of it going down, let their imagination go wild and try not to get too picky about how it looks because they are so proud when they create something that you actually decorate your home with. So let them decorate one for their room and then you can decorate one for the living room, or you can have all of their stuff displayed in the living room for Thanksgiving dinner. Now the next craft that I want to share with you guys, how you can create a fall wreath with just paper plates. Now the paper plate that I'm using, I don't suggest this one. This is the one that the school provided me with, but this one has like a plastic film on it, and I suggest the ones that are paper plates, like the white paper plates only, because the leaves will stick better to that. The leaves did stick to these, but it took longer because of the plastic film on top of it. So if you do make these wreaths, these paper plate wreaths, I suggest that you use the actual plain paper plates that are just white because they will stick better for this craft. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take some leaves, some fabric leaves, and you can get them from Dollar Tree. I ordered these from Amazon again because it's the craft class, but I do suggest that you get some that are a little bit thinner. These were a little bit thick, so it took a little bit longer for the glue to stick, so I would suggest getting a little bit thinner leaves so that it would work better. Then what you're going to do before you start gluing down, you're going to poke a hole in the plate so that you can add your ribbon, because that's going to be what you're going to use to hang your wreath. And I suggest doing this before you add the leaves because that way you can hide the wreath, the ribbon part that you put on top, and you can only see it from the back. Then we're going to start off and just start gluing our leaves on with just some regular Elmer's glue. You can use any glue. You don't want to use hot glue when it comes to a kid's craft. You want to make it easier for them to use. So that's why I suggest Elmer's glue. And that's why I suggest the white paper plates, because they'll be easy to stick. Then if you want, with the leftover flowers that I had from the last craft, I decided to take those flowers and add them to the wreath as well, because the more dimension you add with fall stuff, it looks more pretty and more elegant. It looks a little bit more high end if you can add like 3D details to it. So I gave the kids some of the flowers to add, and then also you can get mini pine cones as well and add it to them. And I suggest the mini pine cones because they will glue better and stick on better. Again, you can get these at Dollar Tree, but I ordered these from Amazon, and all the things that I ordered from Amazon, I will have it linked down below in case you guys are doing a craft class or a big crafting, party and you want to buy things in bulk, or if you can't find it at Dollar Tree. But everything that I'm using, you can get at Dollar Tree, but you can also get on Amazon. This does take a while for the glue to get tacky and stick down. So when you're doing it with your kids, make sure that they put the leaves down, the pine cones down, and the flowers down, and tell them to not, move it. Tell them eventually it will stick. Some of the kids that when I was doing it with the craft class, they were getting impatient because stuff kept moving, but I told them it was because of the plates that we use, but also this glue takes a while to dry. But I don't want to use hot glue, which will be faster when it comes to kids craft. So just be patient. Everything does stick down and come out so beautiful. As you can see, this one came out really cute. I love the way that this came out because it's such an easy craft for the kids to do. But because we added the fabric leaves and the pine cones and the flowers, it looks so high end. They'll feel so accomplished when they made this. I know that the kids that I did in my craft class, they were so amazed by how beautiful they made it, and they couldn't wait to take it home to show their parents. And some of them said they're going to hang it in their room, and some of them said they're going to give it to their grandma or their mom to hang for, their house for Thanksgiving. The last kids craft that I want to share with you guys is how we can make some thankful jars for Thanksgiving. So the first thing you'll need is some fall color tissue paper. I got yellow, red, and orange. You can also add brown, but I couldn't find any brown, so I just use these 3 colors. And you're going to take a piece of each tissue paper and stack up on top of each other and fold them in half so that you can create and cut out some squares. Once you have all your squares cut out, you're going to ask the kids what they are thankful for, and you're going to write down what they're thankful for on each square. Now, at first I try to use Sharpie because when I saw this craft on Pinterest, it looked like they used Sharpie, but the Sharpie kept bleeding through, and I was afraid that once we start painting it with the Mod Podge that it would bleed through as well and the words would get all messed up. So I decided to just go in with pen, and the pen worked just fine. I just used black pen. But you ask the kids what they are thankful for, whether it's the family, dad, mom, pets, different things like that. And then you start writing it down. And you can have a couple. You don't have to fill up the whole jar with things that are thankful for. They can, but you can have some with words on it, some without words, and it makes it pretty as well. So you have like different colors, and then just like one has words of things they're thankful for. Once you have the kids write down everything they're thankful for, you can either help them with that or they can do it themselves. You're going to take the Mod Podge and you're going to take your hurricane vase or a jar, which these hurricane vases I got from Dollar Tree. They're in the candle section. I like these because I like the style of them. They look much prettier than a jar. But if you have leftover jars, you can use that as well. But you're going to take the Mod Podge and you're just going to use a paintbrush and paint the Mod Podge onto the jars or the hurricane vase or the candle holders, whatever you use. And then you're going to stick the pieces of paper that you wrote the things that you're thankful for, and also any extra pieces of tissue paper that you want to add just to add decorations. Once you have put down all of the paper, you're going to then take the Mod Podge and you're going to paint over the paper again to seal it. So you're going to do 2 layers, one layer to get everything to stick to the jar, and then you're going to add the Mod Podge on top to make it nice and like a clean look, and everything sticks together and it kind of looks like you bought something like this. When you add the Mod Podge on it, it's basically to seal it, and it looks really nice. I was able to do this with 5, 6, and 7-year-olds, and they were able to do it by themselves. I was so proud of them that they were able to do this because I was kind of scared, working with glass with them. But they did this beautifully and they loved it so much, and they were so excited to be able to put it in their room as a nightlight. Some of them said they're going to give it to their parents. Some of them said, no, this is going in my room. They were super excited about this DIY. And then once they're done, this is how it looks when it's dry. You can see it's all sealed and nice and beautiful. I love how it came out. Sorry, my handwriting is not the best. But then after that, you're going to add a tea light to it. And the tea light is what makes it like light up, and with the tea lights you can get them at Dollar Tree as well, or Amazon. But this is such a beautiful thing to have to decorate for Thanksgiving, or they can have in their room as a nightlight. So that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which kids craft was your favorite, and also these crafts can also be some things that you can do for Thanksgiving. You guys can have a craft table to entertain the kids during Thanksgiving dinner, and these could be part of the crafts they can do because they're so easy to make. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.